Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, right? Palma, 7 points in the game.
To Del
Oh, wow.
Ilagan makes the shot and knocks it down. Bologna is open. 3-point.
Oh, my goodness!
He's a jumper by Robin Celis. Natalviano has time. Now it gets Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
We continue our coverage here in the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and for just the second time this season, nandito po tayo sa lungsod ng Balanga in the province of Bataan. And this is the 6th home game para dito sa One Bataan Risers. Later they will play against the Davao Occidental Tigers. But the second game of our Friday triple header features two teams na parehong may playoff aspirations. AJ Miranda though for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys certainly impressed in his very first game at nandun pa nangyari in the city of Ilagan last Saturday. It's the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys taking on the Imus Brotherhood. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, Ken Pangilinan with Sedelf Tupas. And Sedelf, if the playoffs started today, nasa play-in itong magkabilang kupunan. So very important for them to pick up a victory tonight.
Well, for all their, brilliant performances this season, in their first season in the league, itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys actually has not gone on a winning streak. So kailangan nila itong panalo na to go back-to-back. They've alternated wins and losses this season. And, for Coach Louie and the guys, the time is now para umangat dito sa ating North Division after their pickups during the window.
You're watching us live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel and also on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays starting at 6 p.m. And we're joined by our third member of our panel. Walang iba kundi si Miss Mika Abisames. And Mika, this is a very important matchup between Imus and Ilagan Isabela. Kumusta ang dalawang kupunan heading into this game?
Maraming salamat, Ken. Sa Delph, habang umuulan sa labas, syempre palaging mainit ang pagtanggap sa atin ng mga Bataenyo dito sa Bataan People's Center. Syempre mainit din itong laban na to, tama ka. Para dito sa Imus Brotherhood, nakausap ko itong si Coach TJ Marquez, wala silang acquisition. In fact, meron lang silang isang re-release itong si Alateca. Sabi niya, hindi na ako kumuha ng players kasi kakabalik lang ni JV De La Cruz at ni Kaunan. So tuloy-tuloy lang daw ang pag-polish nila sa kanilang sistema. Para naman dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, who for me is one of the most democratic when it comes to their offense. I believe they are top 3 when it comes to their assists. Dagdagan pa sila ng mga offensive players. Nandiyan si Tumalip, at nandiyan din si Ajem. Sabi ni Coach Louie Gonzalez, I'm very excited for them. I'm very excited for the Ilagan fans. But most importantly, I'm excited for myself, for my coaching to level up. Ken and Sidel.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Hindi na maitago ni Coach Louie yung kanyang excitement dito sa mga bagong pyesa niya para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. And one of them really turned out a scintillating performance in Ilagan City. Walang iba kundi yung kanyang former collegiate player in JRU. Ito si AJ Miranda.
Well, AJ Miranda wasting no time in making an impact para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. They needed scoring punch from the backcourt and AJ Miranda just fits the bill. He can score in so many ways. He can attack the basket, has that three-point shot in his arsenal as well, and a very much improved decision maker following his stint in the PBA. A great pickup para dito sa kay Coach Louie and Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Ang ganda ng pasok dito ni AJ Miranda para dito sa Ilagan.
All-around brilliance for AJ Miranda. 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Pero may mga rest back siya, mga bagong players din para dito sa Ilagan Isabela. TH Tumalip and the hometown hero, ito si Dondon Gumaru.
Well, two of the smartest players dito sa MPBL. No, not the most athletic, but one of the more efficient players in the league in Dondon Gumaru and TH Tumalip. They give Ilagan a new dimension. Great decision makers when they have the ball. Two-way players as well. Kayang dumipensa different positions dito sa ating liga. So just the right pickup para dito sa Ilagan. And alam ko si Coach Louie really enjoys coaching these two players on his team. Itong si Dondon Gumaru, who is the pride of Ilagan Isabela, and TH Tumalip, who also has roots in Angadanan, Isabela.
All those guys combining for 42 points dun sa output ng Ilagan Isabela in that win over Val City. Ngayon, tungo tayo sa kabilang panig, the Imus Brotherhood. There's no question to Delph about their talent, and it's just a matter of them being more consistent, especially these guys, Mark Doligon, itong si JP Belencion, and Rusey Koga.
Well, you know, they won against Bacolod in their last game, itong Imus, but I was far from impressed because Bacolod only showed up with 7 players. And it took a while for them to put away Bacolod. So Doligon had 13 points but not the most efficient night for him. 5 of 18 from the field. 11 points para kay JP Belencion. Much better galing sa veterano and kanilang kapitan. Rusey Koga naman, very efficient. 3 of 6 from the field to finish with 10 points. All of these players will be crucial because they're going to be facing an Ilagan team that is hell-bent on forcing turnovers on their side in this ball game.
Alright, another North versus South showdown. It's the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Kalaban ang Imus Brotherhood. Let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineups of this ball game.
Inside the Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan. Welcome to our second game between Ilagan, Isabela, and Imus. This is the 2025 Manny Pacquiao MPBL Season 7. Let's meet the starting fives, beginning with Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Starting at guard, number 11, Don Gumaru. Also at guard, number 13, Gab Gomez. Playing center, number 15, Alan Santos. Forward, number 5, Josh Giab. And the other forward, number 4, Ajem Miranda. The head coach for the Cowboys is Louis Gonzalez. Assistant coaches, Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Hans Robles, Ethel Tacorda, and from Dinalupian, Bataan, Alex Calweng. Coaching consultant is Glenn Capasio. Team managers, Vice Mayor Dave Diaz, Board Member EJ Diaz and Georgie Fournier. Team Governors, Ricky Lagi and Joey Fournier. Team Owners, Jayo Diaz, Governor Redito Albano, and Mayor Jay Diaz. Now, the starting five for the Imus Grumpy Joe Brotherhood. Starting at guard, number 13, Rusey Koga. Also at guard, number 11, Ker Bangeles. Coming in at center, number 14, Ray Acuno. Power forward, number 17, Kint Ariar. And the other forward, number 24, Mark Doligon. The Imus Grumpy Joe Brotherhood will be led by their assistant team manager, TJ Marquez. With Mike Orquillas, team owner is Ruby Navarro. Referees for this ball game are crew chief Edmar Avis, Umpire 1.
Starting five brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more games with 1xBet. Ilagan Isabela, magsisimula ulit. Ito si Don Gumaru and AJ Miranda, joined by Gab Gomez, Alan Santos, and Josh Gia. For Imus, Rusey Koga, Ker Bangeles, Ray Acuno, Kent Ariar, and Mark Doligon. Battle between the North and the South. Parehong nasang play-in territory itong magkabilang kupunan. Our referees for this ball game, by the way, are Edmar Avis, Seth Pingol, Jackson Mabandos. Fourth man is Karina Martin. Tip going to the side of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
And AJ Miranda starting this ball game alongside Donald Gumaru and Gab Gomez. They have that luxury because AJ can defend up to the 3 spot dito sa mga ibang teams natin dito sa MPBL.
Doligon immediately attacking the basket. Gets it back for Imus.
The key here is to make Mark Doligon uncomfortable because he is the one that really makes this Imus Brotherhood click, lalo na pag wala si JJ Caspe, who I don't see right now.
Ray Acuno played for Bataan last season. Ito si Ray Acuno. And yun nga pag wala si JJ Caspe, the tendency is for Mark to really look for a shot more. Kaya nga 18 field goal attempt siya in that game against Bacolod.
Although JJ Caspe played that game, he struggled though. Medyo hirap pa, I think he's still struggling with that injury.
Gumaru to AJ Miranda. Hoist up a 3 off the rim. Wala mananatili sa panig ng Ilagan.
There was communication there between Ker Bangeles and Kent Ariar. Uy,
Ay, hindi,
tumama na sa linya daw.
Coach Louie Gonzalez. 8-8 ang Ilagan Isabela. And medyo natulungan din sila, no? Because passing those back-to-back losses against Sarangani and Manila.
Really, when you are in the MPBL, sa totoo lang, Ken, your fate is in your own hands.
Yeah.
Lalo na pag dikdikan na papuntang playoffs.
Sa kagandahan ngayon sa Ilagan as Koga misses on that free. One team ahead of them, Pasay, also has 8 losses, 11-8. So if they manage to take care of their assignments dito sa July, in the month of July, I should say, malaking chance for them to get out of that play-in spot and move into the top 6.
Yeah, and then Pasay undergoing a lot of changes. They lose their 2 main offensive weapons in Juan Bonifacio and Lawrence Paul Victoria. So that is still an experiment kung anong mangyayari sa kanila. But they're already ahead dun sa standings natin. So a period of adjustment in the same way as Ilagan, also undergoing an adjustment period without some of their key players from the start of the season. And you have to remember, hindi pa rin naglalaro ito si Art de la Cruz para sa Ilagan. This is he played last May 2 against Batangas. So mahaba-haba na itong absence ni Art de la Cruz.
And this guy, more ball touches nung nawala nga si Art de la Cruz due to that injury.
Josh Guillaume, scoreless in the last game.
Yeah. Before that though, averaged 12.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 4.6 assists prior to that scoreless outing against Val City. Although di rin naman kasi masyadong kinailangan yung production niya doon. It's been the new guys who really had the bulk of the production nitong Ilagan in that match.
Just a little sloppy there with their execution dun sa fast break. Masyadong mataas ang pasa para kay Josh Guillaume.
Si Koga. Atake. Pasa palabas. Akuno from the free throw line. Off to the left. Outlet. Josh Guillaume. Miranda not forcing it. Gumaro fires. No good.
That's a hold on Alan Santos.
Uli si Kuya Alan. Jockeying for position there. Both teams have yet to score. And we're almost 3 minutes gone by in the first period. Kaya naman Imus is the first team to blink. They will call for time. We'll be back after the short break. Last Saturday, we were at the Ilagan City in Isabela. Fourth time Ilagan was able to defend their home turf. 3-1 sila. They won over Val City.
Impressive 23 assists and the 15 triples. Right there, a season high for the Cowboys. As they cruise past the Valenzuela City Magic. They actually had the luxury of playing some of their homegrown players for an extended period in the fourth quarter. Kasi the outcome was already settled. Ang agang trinabaho ng Ilagan. But problem is they've fallen to some really slow starts this season, and it has continued here because it's 3 minutes na hindi pa sila nakashoot.
These two teams a combined 0 out of 13 from the field. Pagkakataon ni Josh Guillaume to change that, and he does. First 2 points para sa Cowboys.
Pwede nang ubo po. Basta makashoot.
Rusey Koga sa harap ni Jackson yan. Offensive foul will be called against the former San Pedro Red Lions. This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker, Everyday Karaoke.
Gia with the first basket of the game. Good recovery galing kay Kuya Alan Santos, tapping that ball to Gab Gomez to complete the steal.
Santos up top, Miranda. Popping out is Gab Gomez. Laban kay Kaunan. Swing pass, Gumaru. Lalapit. Alan Santos from mid-range, too strong. And Mark secures the rebound for Imus. This guy also could certainly score. JV De La Cruz.
De La Cruz recovering from a finger injury he suffered in the second game of the season.
A lob intended to Kaunan, but a turnover laban dito sa Imus.
Now, the good thing about Ilagan, they may struggle offensively, but defensively, they are, you know, hirap nilang masyutan eh. Itong team na to, kaya nabubuhay sila. They always have a chance, even against the stronger teams in the league.
Miranda drives right, sidesteps his way to the cup, but can't finish. Gia with another rebound. Miranda, this time rectifying that miss.
And AJ Miranda, his motor, very underrated. Alam natin na hindi tumitigil ang galaw ni AJ Miranda even without the ball.
4-0. Ilagan Isabela. Ahead here. Rebound Miranda. Outlet to Gab Gomez, who's yet to take a shot. Santos, kick out. Gumaru fires and scores from downtown.
And this is like for Ilagan as well. They may suffer a lot of scoring droughts, but they can also put points on the board quickly. And that's what happened there. Miranda with the bucket inside the paint, and then the quick transition three para dito kay Don Gumaru.
And a steal, Miranda in transition. And the layup is good. AJ Miranda off to a good start.
He's got 4 points, AJ Miranda. Imus, 5.5 minutes gone by, hindi pa rin sila nakakashoot.
Ilagan, on the other hand, in a matter of 2 minutes, 9 straight points. It took more than 3 minutes for them to get the bucket, but here, a 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Good pass galing kay Kuya Alan Santos, seeing that Donald Gumaru was trailing dun sa kanyang kanan, finding Gumaru for that low wing three. Okay. Doligon may chance na makascore. Ayun, nakabutas din sa wakas.
More than 5 minutes bago sila nakaputos dito, itong Imus Brotherhood. Very interesting substitution here for Ilagan. Ang natira lang on their starting unit is Gab Gomez. 4 new players on the floor for the Cowboys. DH Tumalip, Sean Quiteves, Mark Dyke, and J-Boy Solis. Quiteves did not suit up against Val City. Tumalip, swing pass, Gomez, quick trigger. No, Kaunan with the rebound for Imus. This is Jed Ong, may tangan ng bola para sa Imus. Errol Soriano at the right elbow gives it up to De La Cruz.
There's a switch here. Soriano on Quiteves dun sa ilalim. Quiteves fighting hard. And Soriano able to get position underneath.
Napituan ng foul si Sean Quiteves. Just came into the game for Ilagan. Baseline inbound for the Brotherhood. Doligon thought about it. Entry pass intended to Kaunan is off the mark. Turnover muli laban dito sa Imus.
Already with 7 giveaways, itong Imus more than 7 turnovers. No more than their points.
Di pa tayo tapos dito sa first quarter. Gab Gomez, great pass. Solis, the cut and the hoop.
And J-Boy Solis looks really comfortable dito sa sistema ni Coach Louis Gonzalez. Diving to the cup there after the great assist galing kay Gab Gomez in the 2-man game.
Doligon laban kay Mark Dyke. The fake. And that's just a veteran move coming from Mark Doligon.
Yeah, bailout call there. Because Doligon had nowhere to go. Nice two-man game dun sa gitna.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game in 1xBet. First free throw, good. Siya pa lang ang nakakabutas dito para sa Imus.
Yeah, Imus 0 for 9 from the field, including 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Also, just 3 of 5 from the free throw line.
38.5% ang Ilagan Isabela. Mark Dyke getting the scoop.
And setting up that spin move with that power dribble dun sa kanan. And Mark Dyke really oozing confidence at the moment.
Ganun lang, 10 na ang lamang dito ng Ilagan Isabela, 13-3. At the moment, Imus can't buy a bucket. Oh, the getaway move, Doligon, the scoop and the hoop.
That's a playground move galing kay Mark Doligon. Getting past TH Tumalip with a crossover. And then a beautiful scoop shot. Pero Tumalip, ang bilis ng sagot from TH.
Bawing-bawi. Galing kay TH Tumalip. It's an illegal screen called on the Brotherhood. Jed Ong is the guilty party there. Gilser, gate move of the game, born for greatness.
In-adjust pa ni Mark Dyke yung kanyang layup doon. Pero what about this spin move? It almost broke the ankle of TH Tumalip there. Ito si Mark Doligon.
Oh, natalisod pa si TH doon after that move. Tumalip tightly guarded by JP Belencion. Foul whistle on the former Letran Knight. 14 foul against Ilagan, who holds an 11-point lead. Under 2 minutes left here in the first period. Tevis whips a pass to Tumalip. Mark Dyke at the right corner. Dyke. Hard foul given up by JP.
Well, Belencion had no choice but to give up the foul. Otherwise, it would have been 2 points again para kay Mark Dyke. That spin to the baseline, giving Dyke the edge, the advantage doon sa atake na yon.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Mark Dyke missing the first.
Coach Glenn Capascio there. Galing ng dati.
Oo naman.
Shooter. And ayun yung mga original OG 3&D.
Yeah.
Hindi pa uso yung 3&D. Yun na yun. Kinala na yun. Ito si Coach Glenn.
Ang gandang complimentary piece niya nung kaampi niya sila Cap, si Jericho Diniera, Dindo Bumarin. Or actually, Dindo wasn't part of that lineup pa. No?
Sabi ka, bisado mo yung Pure Foods fan ka ba?
Ikaw naman No comment.
Ay, hindi. Hindi.
Ikaw na bahala maghula, boss.
Okay.
Actually, I was a Pure Foods fan.
Was. So, formerly.
Hindi, wala nang Pure Foods ngayon Iba na yung pangalan nila
Well, Ken, that's what happens. The change is the only thing constant in this world. If you reach our age, ganun talaga. Tatanggapin mo yung mga bagay na yan.
Kaya nga, ito, siyam na lang ang lamang ng Ilagan after those free throws. Doon nabubuhay ang Imus so far. Just one field goal courtesy of that layup earlier by Mark Doligo. Meanwhile, Mark Dyke continues his stellar play the last 4 games.
A beautiful press break there galing sa Cowboys. AJ Miranda providing the release and then the feed para dito kay Mark Dyke.
Nasaratuhan ng pinto si Jed Ong. Fast break opportunity. TH Tumalip gone on the other side.
What a blistering finish to this first period for the Cowboys, and really just using their defense to fuel their offense right now.
The lob inside, Kaunan. Got blocked from behind by J-Boy Solis. Tatakbo na naman dito ang Ilagan Isabela. AJ Miranda flips it up. And he will draw a foul.
Ibang klase. Pag meron kang AJ Miranda, no? He's someone who pushes the ball. A great pass here. Galing kay J-Boy Solis to Miranda and then to Dyke.
We have a game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. AJ Miranda, 19 points in his debut with Ilagan. Missing his first free throw though.
Ilagan has yet to convert a free throw.
4 points, 4 rebounds agad for Ajem. Make that 5 markers for the former heavy bomber.
And he was a heavy bomber
Yeah.
in his final season. He was the leading scorer for Coach Louie in season 99 of the NCAA.
De La Cruz, jump shot won't work. Sabi ni J-Boy, last shot na tayo. Miranda nagbababa ng bola. Siya magtitimon para dito sa Ilagan. This is such a luxury for the Cowboys, having Miranda play that one spot. And now he drives. The layup off the glass, good.
And just in the nick of time, saktong-sakto. They managed the clock very well right there to beat the shot clock on that drive. It took a while for Ilagan again to get going. It took them more than 3 minutes to get this first basket, courtesy of Joshua Giab. And then again, kanilang depensa really causing a lot of havoc on the side of Imus. 9 turnovers ang Imus in that first quarter. They did try to press itong Ilagan, but the Cowboys with all the answers right now. 23-7 at the end of one.
Back at the Bataan People's Center for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, I asked Coach Louie Gonzalez how happy, satisfied, grateful, lahat na ng magagandang description are you to have your best guard back in your system in AJ Miranda. He said, of course, I know his capacity as a player, but what I am most grateful for is yung isang tingin ko lang sa kanya, alam na niya ang gagawin. I guess one of the strongest tandems in terms of relationship of coach and player. But speaking of players, I went around, asked the players how they are doing so far. Iisa ang sinabi kahit iba-iba ang way ng pagkasabi nila. Kitevis, I like how everyone has the opportunity to score. Mark Dyke, natututo na yung mga bagong players na mag-share ng ball. Tumalip, team to Mahirap talunin ang system na to, lalo pag bumalik si Art. Ajem? Alam na ni Coach Louie yan. So I guess, tama si Coach Louie when he told me that he is about 80% in infusing his democracy. Ken Sidel.
Maraming salamat, Mika. You know, just a different vibe. Dumalaw tayo sa practice nila just before their game. Ibang-iba As we see, right on cue, J-Boy Solis with a jumper plus a foul.
Everyone is a threat on this team, and that's very important for Coach Louie to pick up players who, you know, who have certain strengths on different areas of the floor. J-Boy Solis, a big man who can shoot, is equally important as someone like Mark Dyke who can operate sa ilalim and put pressure on the defense. And pag bumalik na si Art De La Cruz, adds another dimension, another playmaker, another great decision maker para sa kanila. So, you know, lahat pwedeng magiging problema pagkalaban itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
Exciting times for the city of Ilagan as they now hold a 17-point lead. Imus, on the other hand, continues to struggle.
They look uncomfortable against Ilagan because Ilagan's just closing out at every opportunity. Duligon has had his way, you know, meron na siyang 8 puntos dito, but the others have not showed up yet. Only De La Cruz has the other 2 points para sa kanila.
J-Boy, inalog palabas yung kanyang tira at that left elbow. JV De La Cruz stops on a dime and hits that mid-range jumper.
I can't allow JV De La Cruz to, you know, get some space because he has that deadly jumper on sa mid-range area.
Miranda, sasaksak, dumps it off. Mark Dyke, extra pass. Solis, same spot, different result.
And Solis back-to-back misses para sa kanya. And I don't mind that though because those were open shots.
The lone right spot. Mark Doligon now with 10 points. Actually, silang dalawa lang ni JV De La Cruz ang nakapag-ambag dito for Imus. Mark Dyke, outside shot. That's been working for him the last 3 games. De La Cruz. JV inside the arc. Off the mark. Ball.
That time maganda yung challenge ni Dyke doon. Tinulungan niya si AJ Miranda.
Ramirez spots up. Solis, the putback no. Nabitin dun sa pag-putback din. Ito si TH Tumalip. Now he gets it back. He fires from free. Solis tinapik palabas. Papunta nga lang kay Errol Soriano. Doligon, fast break opportunity. Another scoop layup.
Kondisyon. Ito si Mark Doligon. Coast to coast there. Mark Doligon, 12 points on 4 of 5 free throw shooting, but the scoring has really picked up para dito kay Mark Doligon.
7-point lead, 3 minutes gone by. Ramirez this time buries a free.
They will wear you down, but oh,
Something Coach Louie. Hindi niya magugustuhan yun.
medyo nagpahinga yung kanyang kupunan doon.
That was off a made basket. Ramirez. Back-to-back freeze from that very same spot.
Joshua Ramirez has improved as the season has progressed. Medyo hirap to nung simula. Even was not activated in some of the games. Pero ngayon, a key rotation piece para kay Coach Louie.
Masibas was fouled as Doligon dumped it down low. Mark Dyke called for that personal foul. This is our fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the Go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Doligon, not the quickest, but certainly a really crafty finish para sa kanya.
Dolemcion has yet to take a shot from the outside. It doesn't take a while for him and then takes that shot, missing it. On the other side, si Arenal nakapuntos agad para dito sa Ilagan. 35-18.
Dolemcion was looking for the foul on that challenge galing kay Arenal, and Arenal, you know, just running the floor after Dolemcion was complaining. Ooh.
Foul by Gab Gomez. 4 na laban dito sa Cowboys. 13 foul lang against Ilagan. De La Cruz getting some heavy minutes here. Mark Doligon, palabas kay Kint Ariar. Bola na tapik. 4 seconds left on the shot clock of the Brotherhood.
May double team na dumating doon kay Doligon. He was forced to give up the basketball. And a quick hands by Gia preventing the pass to Basibas. Pero bola pa rin ng Brotherhood with 4 seconds in their shot clock.
De La Cruz, magpapahingayin muna dito. Babalik sa loob si Jose Koga. Little time left on their shot clock. Doligon fires way off the mark. And bola babalik sa panig ng Ilagan. One of the homegrown, Sean Bautista, getting some burn here for the Cowboys.
Ito rin, maganda rin yung improvement ito ni Sean over the course of the season. Kaya nabibigyan din siya ng opportunity ni Coach Louie.
Arenal, balik kay Dennis Santos. Pupukol ng 3. Yes!
Instant offense off the bench para kay Dennis Santos. Really a prolific scorer when he was with Valenzuela and this season with Cebu.
Mabilis ang pagtugon doon ni Reggie Boy Basibas. Basket and 1 opportunity coming right up.
Basibas was the best player in that game against Bacolod through sheer effort. Had 19 rebounds and Basibas getting that one to drop for the three-point play. Ganda ng galaw niya doon, going to his right.
38-21, 17 points separating these two squads. Nasa kalahating bahagi na tayo na ating second quarter. Sean Bautista turning the corner, pulling up. Bouncing out. Basibas na huling nakaapak sa baseline. It will go back to Ilagan. First 14 on the side of the Cowboys. Dennis Santos fading away. At gumapang palabas. Aryar, one guy to beat. Kicks it out, but Doligon not ready to receive that pass. Actually, medyo malayo.
Gusto ko yung depensa ni Dennis Santos doon, forcing that turnover on Aryar.
Ryan Arenal drives right, spins left. Everything but the finish.
Medyo naubusan ng hangin doon si Ryan on that spin to the left.
Dennis Santos napituan ng foul. So Reggie Boy Basibas tutungo sa free throw line for 2 shots. Former UST Growling Tiger.
I like what Basibas has been showing in this ball game. Pasok niya, tululungan niya kaagad. Si Doligan had 16, as we mentioned, against Bacolod, the 19 rebounds. 5 straight points para sa kanya.
Meron din siyang ganyang eerily similar output against Marikina, although it resulted into a loss.
Well, he's at the 4th spot. He's very versatile kasi kaya niya nga magdala ng bola.
Yeah. Uy, ang ganda nung cut doon ni Josh Giab.
Great pass for Bautista as well.
Koga turns on the Jets but can't finish.
He was asking for a foul. Yusei Koga.
Bautista, ball intercepted by Aryar. He is all alone and he lays it up and in for Imus.
A risky pass there galing kay Sean Bautista.
Uy! Libreng-libre din naman sa kabilang dako. Ito si Josh Giab.
Give the assist to Ryan Arenal. He really erased Basibas with that pick.
Aryar kicks it back out. Doligon susugod. Bola natapik. Basibas tracks it down. Aryar. Back out to Basibas. They reset their offense. 8 on their shot clock.
Medyo masikip dun sa side na yun.
Basibas, pepuwersa. Can't get the friendly bounce. Gab Gomez against Kerr Bangides. Arenal. Papasaan si Dennis Santos. Pupukol sa 3. Gets it to go. Plus a foul.
They are relentless. Ilagan. So many weapons now in their arsenal, including this guy right here. He's no longer the primary option of his team, but Dennis Santos, as soon as he comes in, he is oozing confidence and is ready to fire away.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances. Dennis Santos on a heater right now here in the second frame. But has missed another free throw. Kerr Bangides with a running start. Sa palabas kay Doligon. Mark, uy, di sila nagkaintindihan pero na-bail out actually. Kaya pala dahil humawak, nahuli doon si Dennis Santos. Penalty na ang Ilagan.
Yeah, huling-huli. Hindi makagalaw si Kit eh.
Kit Caryar had a triple-double earlier this season. Louis Gonzalez likes what he sees. This free throw ay atid sa atin ng Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 45-27, 18-point lead for the Cowboys. Another dazzling display on both sides of the floor. Face-up jumper ni Giab. Can't get it to go. At one and done for the Cowboys, pero gustong mag-challenge ni Kuya Alan. Pero si Sev Pingo, lalapitan na si Jackson Mabandos. Hindi na kailangan ng challenge.
Oo, nakita niya mas maganda yung angulo ni referee Sev Pingo doon. And they make the correction.
14 on their shot clock. Bounce pass inside, Giab carving out space. May pektos pa.
Ang ganda ng galaw na yan ni Josh Giab operating inside the paint. They're just flaunting all their weapons right now. Itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys showing us the strength right there and an elegant finish galing kay Josh Giab. Ginamitan ng konting pektos and that rolls into the rim. Ilagan up 20 late in the second period.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. And second game ng ating Friday triple header, magkalaban ng Ilagan Isabela at Imus. So far, Ilagan with a commanding 20-point lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second period.
And trinabaho nitong Ilagan ng kalamangan na to. You know, really just taking cue from their defense. And Imus already with 11 turnovers. Rebounding story. Lamang na ng konti itong Ilagan, but he is still a problem. Ito si Mark Doligon para sa Ilagan. They cannot stop him. He's got 14 points.
Getting downhill for that basket. And a bonus free throw coming up.
Leading his man off the dribble there.
Hindi natinag dun sa mahabang galamay ni Dennis Santos. Balik sa loob si AJ Miranda. All smiles, Mark Doligon. 80% from the line so far before that miss.
He really is enjoying his basketball, Mark Doligon, regardless kung anong nangyayari dito sa kumunan. Pero naiwan na naman si Agent. Beautiful ball movement from Ilagan and man movement as well. That's the JRU connection working perfectly.
Isang tingin lang, alam na nila yung gagawin eh. JV De La Cruz, no go. Basibas got hacked. And free throws coming up from Reggie Boy.
Kuya Alan.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Just a quick attack going backdoor immediately. Itong si AJ Miranda. Itong foot speed ni AJ, ano natin na atleta to eh.
Nag-set ka ng record yan eh. The UAP athletics event sa triple jump. At kung di ako nagkakamali, yung kapatid ni EJ was also part of a different event during that season. Yung kapatid niyang babae.
Ni AJ?
No. Ni EJ Obiena.
Ah, EJ Obiena. Okay.
Magkatunog pala yung EJ sa EJ. Okay. AJ Miranda able to score. In Ariar, you know, to the credit of Imus though, they've been able to draw some fouls and get themselves to the free throw line.
Well, Coach Louis thinks that Gia beat Ariar to the spot. And that should not have been a foul. Pero ang problema dito for Ilagan, they, pag nakatalikod sila, binibilisan din ng Imus ng laro eh.
mga little lapses on defense so far itong Cowboys. But Coach Louie will challenge this one. We'll be back after the result.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Egis. Si Coach Louie dun sa pag-challenge niya dun sa last foul call. Take a look at this one.
Gumalaw din si Josh eh. Inatrasan niya that really difficult to defend. You know, very awkward yung angle na binibigay ni Kid Ariar dun sa atake na yon sa pagdepensa ni Josh Giab.
Napangiti na lang si Coach Louie doon. Kid Ariar getting a split at the line. 19 pa rin ang lamang ng Ilagan. With 70 seconds remaining in the first half. AJ Miranda at the controls. Josh Giab. Alan Santos at the elbow. Gumaru. Catch and fire! Knocks down that triple.
Really impressive from beyond the arc ang Ilagan. 7 of 13. That's the second 3 para kay Dondon Gumaru.
22 points the lead. Doligon. Laban kay Don Gumaru. 2 Arellano guys going at it. And Doligon winning that matchup.
Talk about being a professional scorer. Mark Doligon there.
Forward pass. Basibas, sidestep. Uy! Nagawa ng paraan doon.
Can't do anything about that. And that was just a tough finish galing kay Reggie Boy Basibas against Alan Santos. Hindi na niya binigyan ng spasyo doon pero nahanapan niya pa rin ang paraan.
Great pass. Gumaru straight away free off the mark. Doligon in transition. Fires a free to try to beat the buzzer, but it will not go in. But nonetheless, Ilagan Isabela putting on a clinic here in the first 2 quarters. Mark Doligon leading the way with 14 points, but the well-scattered production nitong Ilagan Isabela enabling them to get a 18-point lead at the half, 54-36.
Is annihilating Oscar De La Hoyas. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching down. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. This is why we use the word sensation.
Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis and right now I am joined by the Assistant Manager of the Imus Brotherhood. Walang iba kundi si Coach TJ Marquez. Coach, medyo pinapahirapan kayo no, ng Ilagan Isabela Cowboys sa araw na to. Lahat talaga sila gumagawa. Lahat ng pinapasok gumagawa. In your mind, Coach, ano ba yung mga pwedeng solusyon sa second half?
Actually, right now, bago din actually. JB is just back, Conan is just back. So medyo nag-a-adjust sila sa offense. But we still have second half naman. So we can actually do defense, especially sa defense. Medyo adjustment nga dahil yung dalawa, bagong dating ulit. Pero we still have naman sa second half. Hopefully, we can catch up the lead.
And of course, nandiyan naman si Mark Doligon, ano? Maganda naman ang kanyang pinapakita. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Coach TJ?
Yes, Grumpy Joe, thank you for the support. Mga taga-Imus din, thank you. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat once again, Coach TJ Marquez of the Imus Brotherhood. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos.
At the half, it's an 18-point lead by the Cowboys over the Imus Brotherhood, 54-36. And it took some time for both teams to score. Almost 4 minutes before nakapuntos finally to si Josh Gia para dito sa Ilagan. And from there, a 9-0 start, really setting the tone for the Cowboys.
Well, bumulusok itong Ilagan, really relying on their defense. Hindi natin makita dyan, no? Hindi natin nilagay yung points of turnovers, pero kasi marami din yun. Pero, excellent from the field. They're, executing brilliantly using the press break there. And their three-point shooting, that's plus 21. And pretty much the difference between the two teams right now, yung 7 tres na yan. And free throws needs improvement. Probably the only aspect of their game that needs some work. But the offense has been very fluid. 19 assists on 23 made field goals para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. And Imus needing answers in the second half. Doligon has been delivering the goods, 16 points, pero outside of that, wala na masyadong contribution ang kanyang mga kakampi. Si Basibas had 9 points, pero sa kabila naman, AJ Miranda leading the way with 11 points and a few others that have at least 6 points. Si Dennis Santos, Dondon Gumaro, even Joshua Ramirez had a couple of 3-pointers in that first half. Si Dyke also had 6 points. So Santos, Dyke, and Gumaro and Ramirez each having 6 points. So kalat ang scoring dito for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, and you expect them to sustain this in the second half, and based on Coach Louis Gonzalez's standards, honestly, Ken.
Oo, saka dami din nawala dito. Allen Mina was a key cog for them. Philip Manalang, Joshua Galliano, Ryan Reyes, Joeboy Escalambre, Gilmer De La Torre. But the new brigades led by itong si AJ Miranda, they have really impressed. And so far, good to go itong Ilagan as Gumaro gustong sumali in that taking that free, missing that one though, but may foul na tinawag laban dito sa Cowboys.
I think important here for Imus really to take care of the basketball first, and they put in Ong to, for their ball handling duties. Medyo may pagka-freewheeling sila in that first half na parang, and medyo napabayaan nila ang kanilang pag-alaga sa bola in that first half.
Gab Gomez straight away free off the mark. Solis jacks it down, bounce pass to Gumaru. Miranda, no foul called.
Oo nga, hindi tinawagan doon, may bangga.
Great pursuit of the basketball by Kit Ariar. Kerr Bangeles can't finish. Gumaru, pasa sa ilalim. Giab, pabalik palabas. AJ Miranda can't hit the free.
These are all good looks for Ilagan. They just cannot hit.
Ariar, hanap ng papasahan. Pinuntahan si JV De La Cruz, who drives. The floater won't go.
Ganda ng rebound ni Gab Gomez doon.
Oh, great outlet. Miranda to Josh Giab.
Connection na yan ng Giab and Miranda. It's worked wonders in this ball game. That's Ajem's 5th assist.
Mula JRU hanggang dito sa Ilagan, 20 assists already for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig. Free installation for split time air conditioners.
It's always a track meet when AJ Miranda has the ball. Or every time he's on the floor, honestly. Kasi Gab Gomez, hinanap agad si AJ. Always looking to push. And lalo na pag nabigyan mo siya dito, malapit lang sa half court. And may spasyo siyang bumuelo.
Yeah.
Mahirap talagang pigilan. And he has really, improved his decision-making over the years.
The whole dynamic just changed para dito sa Ilagan with the insertion of AJ Miranda. Meanwhile, Jed Ong susugod at may foul na pinito laban dito sa Cowboys.
Imus also grabbing that opportunity to run the break pag may numero sila.
Baseline inbound, Gerbangeles. De La Cruz. Fading away, JV, wala. Napunta kay J-Boy yung bola. 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Miranda na ilusot. Laban na kay Aquino, basket and one.
And using his left hand to protect that basketball. And what a pass galing kay Don Gumaru. First the pass from Gab Gomez. Another smart play. Hindi ma-register yan sa stat sheet ang pasa ni Gab Gomez, but that was brilliant. And the return from Gumaru to Miranda, who gets a running start and finishes against Aquino. Another strong all-around game from Ajem. Free throw shooting, leaving a lot to be desired though.
Dami ng sablay sa free throws nitong Ilagan.
And 1 of 9. Sabi siguro ko, hindi ko talaga makuha lahat.
You cannot have it all. But so far, it's been still an impressive outing. AJ Miranda nakaagaw at nakapuntos na naman for the Cowboys.
Quick hands for from AJ Miranda.
Almost another steal. Aguiar escapes. De La Cruz fades away. Short. Gomez outlet. Oh, no look. Gumaru. Oh, great block by Jed Ong. Tracking it down.
No, hindi sila nakatingin doon. Giab was right there.
Equally great pass. De La Cruz, the setup job to Carlos Sumabat.
Sumabat getting his opportunity here in the third quarter and trying to counter itong advantage ng Ilagan with his length.
Gumaru sets his feet, fires, and nails that three.
Automatic itong Ilagan. The way they're running their offense right now, parang second nature sa kanila kung saan sila pupunta sa mga spots nila on the floor.
And you wouldn't even think na halos isang linggo mahigit pa lang magkakasama tong mga to eh.
Oo. And Doligon continues to score there.
Mark Doligon just getting buckets. But his team still down by a huge margin. Josh Giab with a layup, picking off that pass.
12 points na. Ito si Josh Giab.
Doligon fires and scores from downtown.
And AJ Miranda looking a bit frustrated na hindi niya napigilan. Ito si Mark Doligon, but and you really stop the guy right now. He's just in the zone. Ang problema, siya lang mag-isa para dito sa Imus.
The guys like Kit Aryar had been held in check. Their turnover from AJ Miranda. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And shot fake, kumagat para kay Josh Giab, and then the ball fake before the finish. Ang dami munang galaw bago nakuha yung basket na yan.
Aryar fires a free. And it's gonna be a one and done possession para dito sa Imus. Hindi pa sila talaga makalapit dito since lumayo itong Ilagan.
That first quarter.
Bumalip, nasa loob na rin for the Cowboys at the post. Mark Dyke sizing up Carlos Sumabat. And the former Benil Blazer will be called for that foul.
And Mark Dyke will have the heft advantage on Sumabat. He's trying to capitalize on that. Ngayon nag-switch na. Sumabat is on J-Boy Solis.
Gumaru, nagsak si Mark Dyke. At the elbow, Solis loves that spot. Short on the jumper though. Gets it back. Mark Dyke, look away pass. Gumaru lines it up. Can't hit the free. Babalik kay Gumaru yung bola. Miranda. Off the bounce. Did not find the right angle to make that layup. At may tulak laban dito kay Mark Dyke.
Kahit para bihin ko napagod na si Ajam eh. Kaka-atake niya because all of a sudden, biglang nalibre siya dun eh. But I like that he did not settle for the outside shot. Naiwan ito si AJ Miranda. Pero hindi na naman pumasok ang layup.
Umalip. Nauuna si JV De La Cruz. Libre-libre. Nagbunga. Nagreklamo siya. Nalibre siya doon for that basket.
The pace that Ilagan is playing right now, kailangan mong makasabay eh.
Mark Dyke fades away off the rim. At bago pa tumira si J-Boy Solis, may foul laban sa Imus. 4 minutes left here in the third period.
Kailangan magpalit ng tao dito for Ilagan.
Pero ganito pa rin yung trend. It's been around 18 to 20 yung nagiging lamang ng Ilagan. Hindi makalapit itong Imus. TH dials in from deep and knocks that one down.
TH Tumalip was open for 3 seconds before the pass. He had time to look at the rim as well.
Sa poste, Mark Doligon. Giteves snatches the rebound.
Giteves, one of those players really that yung primary role niya is to stop the best wing player of the other team, but he also contributes on the offensive end.
Sabi niya, kaya ko din sa opensa. John Giteves brings the lead up to 24 points. Doligon na naman, that signature one-hander.
Well, you isolate Mark Doligon, and that's what happens. Swipe by Ong.
Mark against TH. Doligon. Supply this time. Mark Dyke behind the back to AJ Miranda. AJ kick out. Tumalip. Another 3-point attempt. Mark Dyke tracks it down. Popostehan si Rusey Koga. Smelled blood on that one.
Oh, parang nakita niya si Rusey. Ano kagad? Inatakam eh. Gustong atakihin agad.
Imus Brotherhood will sue for time with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. 22 pa rin ang lamang ng Ilagan, 70-48. Gixer, fan of the game, born for greatness. Good size crowd here at the Bataan People's Center. This is our second time this season, although fifth time na magde-defend ng home court ang One Bataan Risers maya-maya lamang. Pero si Mark Doligon ay namamayagpag para dito sa Imus.
23 points, much better efficiency galing dito kay Mark Doligon compared to the last game. Stepping up to the plate in the absence of their leading scorer, JJ Caspe. But again, itong Imus staring at a 22-point deficit.
Joshua Ramirez. Napasahan si Giteves, babalik kay Ramirez. Tumalip. Lalapit si TH na libre doon para sa layup.
Execution again, working wonders para dito sa Ilagan. Tumalip making the right plays into double figures with 10 points.
Doligon short on that 3-point attempt. At mayroong foul. laban sa Imus. Yeah.
No, it's on Kitevis.
Sa Ilagan. Pupunta kasi sila sa kabila eh. So, let's see here.
That's not on...
Was it on Kitevis? It is on Kitevis. And they are in penalty. Nagkalituhan lang ng bahagya doon. Jose Koga tutungo sa free throw line. Had a good outing against Rizal in Mindoro. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Always a solid option sa backcourt. Itong si Jose Koga has the experience playing here in the MPBL for quite some time. First season pala ng liga natin, andyan na si Jose Koga. He was with Parañaque for quite a while. Also had a stint with Muntinlupa.
72-50, still a 22-point lead for the Cowboys. As they run their offense, halos di lumapag yung bola. Tumalip, umalog palabas yung tira sa labas. But offensive rebounds have also been an ally para dito sa Cowboys. Mark Dyke, ang ganda nung timing sa cut, but just couldn't finish.
Yeah, they're getting, again, another good look. Galing sa Ilagan.
The cross, and a foul given up by Ilagan. Davis quickly picking up his third foul.
Ibang klase ito si Mark Doligon. And anyone that has been in front of Mark Doligon is really gotten his way pretty much. It's either a foul or a layup.
Swak na swak yung unang free throw. Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Doligon. High point man for Imus. Kasalukuyang may 25 puntos.
Well, if you're Coach Louie, you allow Doligon to have his way, but the rest not having a good night offensively, that's fine. You know, De La Cruz only held to just 6 points. Ariar only 5 points. Okay lang, especially if you're enjoying a 20-point lead here in the third quarter.
Imus though able to get a stop. Koga. At nagpapasahan si Doligon na naman ang pupuntahan. Mark Doligon straight to the cup. Counted plus a foul.
Ong was able to screen the helper, which was Adrian Adorio. Nakakapasok lang, and dire-diretso si Mark Doligon using the foot speed this time to get past Joshua Ramirez.
Has found this rhythm here in the third period. 76% from the line ng Imus before that miss. Samantala, itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, just 11.1%. Ramirez sa bandang itaas, pupukol ng 3. Bola natapik at may foul na pinito laban dito sa Ilagan. No, it's against Imus.
I think that will be on Jerome Ong. Oh.
Naku po, ano ba? Ano ba ang tawag talaga dito? It is against
Arenal.
So, penalty na ang magkabilang kupunan dito. Nagkakalituhan lang minsan sa pagturo. Kaya lang, uminit na yung ulo ni Coach Louie.
But, you know, you gotta be a bit more decisive.
Yeah. So, Errol Soriano will choke to the line. 35.8 seconds remaining. Sablay yung unang tira.
Ang maganda lang dito as well for Imus is that they did not turn the ball over a lot here in this quarter. Only one turnover for the Brotherhood.
Time winding down here in the third frame. 72-54. Adorio, long free. Soriano ay na-foul ulit. This time ni Ryan Arenal. So 2 shots again for Errol Soriano.
This is the third straight quarter where the Cowboys have reached penalty.
Dami ng free throws. Itong Imus.
Dami na rin mintis kasi they are now 19 of 27 at the free throw line.
Actually, kanina maganda pa percentage nila eh. Unti-unti nang bumababa. Soriano finally knocks down the free throw. 15 seconds left. Ramirez, bagyang na libre, gets it back. Not a good possession for Ilagan. Imus with a chance to cut the lead. Koga straight away free, no. Tapik ni Basibas, wala. And that's gonna do it here in the third period. And Mark Doligon doing his best to keep Imus within striking distance. Medyo na-injure pa yata doon si Joshua Ramirez, but it's been all systems go para dito sa Ilagan Isabela. Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
Well, the Cowboys pretty much sustaining their drive in that first half. No, tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang pagbulusok sa third quarter, particularly in the early part of the third. But in the latter stages of the quarter, Doligon picking up his scoring and then allowing Imus to trim the deficit to just 17.
A new MPBL career high for Mark Doligon, 27 points. And for more on Mark, let's go to Mika.
Mark Doligon, as we know, can do the 1, 2, 3, even 4 and 5 positions so far. Ano? He has been doing most for this team tonight. Sabi niya sa akin, happy ako that at 30 plus, nadadaanan ko pa din itong mga bata na isisingit ko pa din ang katawan ko sa bilis nila. Mark has never hoped to be a superstar or even just a star, especially at this point of his career. But he will continue to do what he is tasked. Sabi niya, nakakasabay naman ako sa mga bata kahit papano. Ikaw ba, Mika, may TikTok ka? Ken, si Delph.
Ikaw ba, boss, may TikTok ka?
Secret! Hindi ko sasabihin, baka buksan mo. Pero wala. Unfortunately, wala. But meron ako, pero hindi masyadong nilalagyan ng laman. Lurker ako.
You know what I got from that report? This guy is simply a hooper. Ito si Mark Doligon.
And to me, check out the quarter scoring. Imus winning that quarter, 19-18. Ang akin dito, takeaway ko dito kay Mark Doligon is accepting who he truly is.
Yeah.
No. I think usually players battle with their identity as a player. Ano ba talaga ako? Am I really a superstar? Am I a role player? But Doligon really just embracing who he is and the skills that he's been given.
And he always has a white smile on his face every time he steps onto the court. Whatever the situation is. As Melenchon tries to lob it up inside, turnover na naman. Yan ang naging isa sa nagiging malaking problema nitong Imus. Turnover points na naman para sa Ilagan.
And Denny Santos, what a luxury. A big man who can run the floor and lead the offense.
Basibas. Now it's Aguiar. Those two guys, J-Boy Solis, Josh Giab, doing a great job at the interior. Pero si Belenchon nakalusot dun sa bantay niya, si Dennis Santos.
And had to work extra hard for the 2 points there. JP Belenchon.
Malaki-laki din yung lineup ng Ilagan.
Yeah, I think a chance for Coach Louis to really test combinations here, particularly with Dennis Santos and Miranda involved together.
J-Boy Solis with a full head of steam, lays it up and in.
And what about me? Sabi ni J-Boy Solis, kaya ko rin naman.
Git Aryar pops in that jumper. 17-point lead. Miranda, Cap Gomez, Dennis Santos, Josh Giab, and J-Boy Solis, the unit for Coach Louis Gonzalez. Santos thought about it. Dennis Santos na agawan at traveling na rin ang tinawag sa kanya doon.
The assistant coach Alex Calway wanted him to take the shot already. And ito yung difference nung last version ng Ilagan team. The last version, there were instances dun sa kanilang opensa na meron ng tira but hindi nila natitira. And then they're forced into some late clock situations na kailangan mong i-one-on-one. And iba ang makeup ng team na to ngayon because there are some shot creators and some shot makers on this team now.
Like this guy, although he misses on a free.
Ang ganda rin ang hustle dito ni J-Boy Solis. Hindi lang siya na-reward doon.
Imus a chance to trim the deficit. Right now it's at 17. Doligon leaning one way. That shot will not work. Gomez fires a pass. Miranda, great pass papunta kay Dennis Santos.
That's 8 assists para kay AJ Miranda to go with his 17 points. And Dennis Santos with 8 points in just 7 minutes on the floor.
Per minute monster, Dennis Santos. 80-61. Doligon susugod. Pasa medyo dispalinghado papunta kay Koga. Nabasa yung love pass ni J-Boy Solis. Numbers for the guys in white. Josh Giab runs the floor and scores.
They just put their teammates in the best position to score. Guys like AJ Miranda, Gab Gomez. And Gab Gomez has not scored in this ball game, but his decision making has been brilliant, leading to this assist of the game.
Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet at balik sa 21 puntos ang laman ng Ilagan, Isabela. Our fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kaapelido mo to eh.
Oo nga.
Di ba?
Parang mas mayaman yata na kaapelido ko yan.
Taga Region 5 pala.
Taga natutuwa ako na nakabalik ako dito sa Bataan. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think the last time I covered here, Ken, was in the All-Star game in
Dito sa Balanga.
2023. They hosted the All-Star game here.
Ito yung nagiging susi dito sa paglayo ng Ilagan, Isabela. Turnover points because of those multiple turnovers nitong Imus. J-Boy Solis quietly producing as well for the Cowboys.
And what I like about J-Boy Solis is that he is Yeah, staying true to his role. And maganda lang dito kasi there's not a lot of frustration in his part kasi usually ano to may temper to eh. And we've seen that, over the course of his career in the MPBL, pero iba yung demeanor niya dito.
We now have 5 guys in double figures for Ilagan. Gumaru overshooting the target.
Wow, winning the offensive rebound against 2 players. Don Gumaru. What are they on, the Cowboys, right now?
Alan Santos. Binigay kay TH Tumalip. Second remaining on the shot clock. Nobody clearly aware. At naputukan sila dito.
Yeah, medyo nakalimutan nila na may shot clock pala.
But still with a comfortable lead, 23 points. Di man sila lumalayo, pero hindi rin nila pinapalapit itong Imus.
Yeah. And Imus held to 61 points right now.
Santos can't get it to go. Polygon susugod. At foul ulit.
One thing about Mark Doligon, his handles are tight, no? Very, very tight. Ang hirap niyang depensahan kasi yung ball handling skills niya, maganda eh.
This is the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And has the size to battle through the lane with those tight handles. 28 points na. Increasing his MPBL career high.
Remember, Imus without their leading scorer, JJ Caspe, and Doligon has made to work doubly hard. Coach Mike Orquillas there. Wala rin si Coach Britri Roma.
Oo. Si Coach Ricky.
Has some commitments with San Beda right now.
TH can't get that one in.
Pinasok na yung home drawn dito ng Ilagan na si Victor Buraga.
Belenchon, step back free. Buraga, nakabingwit ng rebound. Santos will not force it. This is Dennis who fires. TH Tumalip with another rebound for Ilagan. We still continue to run their offense. Gumaru, straight away free, and he is the 6th guy in double figures with 12 points.
And really, really impressed with the collective effort of these Cowboys. No, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. Ito si Don Gumaru. He has made 8 triples over the last 2 games. As Ilagan has, been firing on all cylinders pretty much.
Don Gumaru shooting really well from beyond the arc. Came in when he was in Pampanga, he was averaging 45.9% from beyond the arc, and that continues here para sa Ilagan. Mark Doligon though. Uy, umalog palabas yung kanyang unang free throw.
Pretty much 4 players with roots in Ilagan and Isabela on the floor. Tumalip, Bautista, Buraga, and Gumaru. Kasabay si Kuya A, Alan Santos.
Mark Doligon may 30 puntos na.
30 piece.
30 piece indeed. Na-inspire yata kay Kuya JR kahapon eh.
Oo, iba yun. Oh, yes!
Buraga! Nakabutas!
Nice. Galing kay Victor Buraga. Kumpiyansa din tong player na to eh. He does not look out of place. Ito si Victor Buraga. As soon as he came in, the demeanor, the swag, alam niyang, I belong here.
Yeah. As this is Jerome Ong who knocks down the first free throw.
Tinan mo dito, no? Si Neil. Ito si Reggie Boy Basibas doon sa ilalim.
Like the quick move, as soon as he got it, pumihit agad.
Big man drills yan sa ensayo nila. Ito si Buraga, syempre kailangan mong sabayan sila Kuya Alan Santos, Ryan Arena. Syempre sanay ka na malaki ang bantay.
89-66. Basibas in traffic. Uy, nakala ni Kuya Alan makakalusot na. May foul after he tried to go for that steal.
He's done. Alan Santos. He fouls out of the ball game.
Giab comes in.
He did not score in this ball game. Meron siyang 4 na rebounds and 2 assists. Si Alan Santos. Giab has returned.
Short yung unang free throw ni Reggie Boy Basibas.
Biruan pa si Doligon doon sa bench ng Ilagan.
Now the thing is, if you're Imus, unless medyo malabo-labo na ito, but if they continue to lose this game, they will fall down to 8 and 11. Maya-maya lamang, Davao is at 7 and 8. Basilan is at 8 and 8. They are on the 9th spot. So very important yung magiging laban ng Davao later on. How about Sean Bautista though? Able to drill in that free.
That's the 10th. That's the 11th three-pointer of the game para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. They hit 15 against Val City and this time against Imus with 11. They're very, very impressive the past 2 games itong Cowboys. 92-67. They're on their way to their 9th win.
Head of Operations, Emma Oreta, and Head of Security, Rudy Distrito, and Ilagan Isabela. Probably their first back-to-back victories here this season, Sidelf.
Oo, na ikatutuwa ng mga owners nila doon. Siyempre, Governor Rodito Albano, Ilagan Mayor Jay Diaz, Boss Ricky Lagi, the team owner, J.O. Diaz, laging nakasubaybay, Vice Mayor Jay Diaz, and Board Member E.J. Diaz, and siyempre si Mama, Honorable Mayor Venus Bautista of the Municipality of Tumawini. Di, wag mo na akong tanungin kung kaano-ano niya si Sean Bautista. Siyempre proud siya dyan kay Sean Bautista.
Foul whistle na Ilagan. So with this impending loss, yun nga, no, Imus is dangerously gonna be out of the play-in picture.
Yeah, but you know, Ken, ang bigat kasi dito sa South eh. Kasi dikit-dikit silang lahat eh.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I think 3 wins separating number 3 to number 11.
Kasi ang Batangas City is 11 and 7. Tapos Binyan is at 10 and 7. Actually, 3 teams silang 10 and 7 dyan.
Yeah. 4 wins. 4 wins separating the number 3 team, which is Gensan, and then number 11, Davao, right now with 7 wins. So very crucial pa rin itong game mamaya para syempre sa parehong kupunan.
Yeah. Now for Ilagan, like we said, only 8 losses. That's important because Pasay, although sila yung mas maraming win total, meron din silang 8 talo. And Ilagan has a free again. Si Adorio naman.
Talagang may icing on the cake itong panalo na to. Because Adorio, this is now pretty much an all Ilagan 5 here.
Yeah.
On the floor, Tumalip, Buraga, Gumaru, Bautista, and Adorio. Si Flying A yan eh. Daming fans sa Ilagan yan eh.
Naangiti pa eh.
Oh,
Bago tinirit-tirit.
Pagtanggap niya, alam niyo, papasok eh. Ganyan ako kalibre. Well,
Bautista. Gumaru, long free.
oh!
It's been that kind of a night for the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
Ibang klase. And they are on the verge of the century mark with a minute remaining.
Another outstanding performance by the Cowboys.
And who would have thought na, that this would be a blowout, no? Na malaki yung lamang. If you told me that this is going to be a 98-69 count with 46 seconds remaining, hindi ako maniniwala eh.
Yeah.
Because Imus has shown that they're capable of beating some big teams here in the MPBL.
Belención, wala yung kanyang tira sa labas. And well, Ilagan on their way to back-to-back victories. Sean Bautista di pa tapos. Mintis nga lang. This is Jed Ong. And Ilagan, like we said, they're gonna be 9-8. Doligon with 33 points. Nonetheless.
Grabe ka, Mark Doligon. What a game for Mark Doligon, but this is going to be a well-deserved victory para sa Cowboys.
And spoils the MPBL career high of Mark Doligon, but still all smiles, having a chat with some of the coaching staff dito ng Ilagan Isabela. And the Cowboys finally able to win consecutive games for the very first time dito sa MPBL.
It's taken a while, much like their starts in this in their campaign na medyo mabagal in the first quarter, but ultimately and eventually the Cowboys finding a way to get back-to-back victories. And what a performance nonetheless para kay AJ Miranda, pretty much setting the tone para dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists and 3 steals are pretty much setting the tone kung titingnan mo kung paano tumakbo itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Just really impressive para dito sa kay AJ Miranda. He was helped out by a lot of players. Giab had 14 points, Gumaru had 15, Santos and Tumalip with 10 points apiece, J-Boy Solis had 8, Ramirez had 6, and just a lot of players stepping up for the Cowboys in this big win.
Best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And ito ang ating final score, 98-72. Ilagan panalo kontra Imus. Let's go courtside to Miss Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations sa AGM. Talaga namang gusto mong patunayan ang value mo agad dito sa Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Pangalawang best player mo na, double-double performance ka pa. Ang tanong ko sa'yo, na-miss mo talaga si Coach Louie, ano?
Di naman. Pero joke lang yun. Siyempre sobrang miss ko sila, lalo na yung sistema ni Coach. Siguro nagsisink in lagi lang sa akin yun. And yun, napabuti naman sa team.
Napag-usapan mo yung sistema ni Coach Louie sa game na to, although gumawa ka talaga. Credit din sa mga ibang teammates mo, kay Lagiab, Kiki Tevis, at si Mark Dykren may ginawa. Dahil ikaw ang may kilala kay Coach Louie, sa tingin mo ba happy na siya dito sa chemistry na to?
Siguro as of the moment, siguro naman happy siya kasi nananalo kami. And yun nga, yung chemistry namin nakukuha na rin namin. And yun, syempre yung kundi lang din naman dahil sa mga teammates ko, hindi rin naman ako magbe-best player. Pero kaya credit din sa kanila, sa buong team to, tsaka sa mga coaches.
Maraming salamat, AJ. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
And syempre, una-una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa panalong binigay. And kay Gobro dito Albano, kay Mayor J. Diaz, sa aming team owner kay Gio Diaz, sa team manager kay Vice Mayor JB Diaz, kay board member EJ Diaz, and sa team governor Sir Ricky Lagio and Sir Joey Forvier. And syempre sa Ateneo Boys High School basketball team and to Coach Jeff. And syempre sa Miranda family, sa Ecleo family, sa wife ko and sa anak ko, and sa El Presidente at sa buong Rotonda. Yan po.
Maraming salamat, Adrian Miranda. This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Ken and Sidel.
Maraming salamat, Mika. 2-0 ang Ilagan since acquiring those 6 players. And coming up next, another showdown between two teams vying for a playoff spot. Davao Occidental Tigers kalaban ang 1 Bataan Risers. Kaya huwag kayong naalis. Magbabalik pa ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.